Turning to some major news from the Supreme Court now, as it sided with Republicans today, rejecting a challenge to South Carolina's congressional map that civil rights groups argued unlawfully targeted black voters. The sixth ruling fell along ideological lines, with the conservative majority concluding that those civil rights groups did not do enough to show that Republicans in South Carolina were racially motivated to redraw the district lines. Writing for the majority, Justice Alito acknowledged that predominantly black precincts were moved in a way that diminished their power. But, quote, because of the tight correlation between race and partisan preferences, this fact does little to show that race, not politics, drove the legislature's choice. Justice Elena Kagan, joined by Justices Sotomayor and Jackson, slammed the majority opinion, writing, quote, go right ahead. This court says to states today, go ahead, though you are at best using race as a shortcut to bring about partisan gains to elect more Republicans in one case, more Democrats in another. It will be easy enough to cover your tracks in the end. Joining me now on set is NBC News Supreme Court reporter Lawrence Hurley, and redistricting expert David Wasserman is still here with us. Dave, thank you for sticking around. Lawrence, let me start with you. What are the implications of this opinion, and does it pave the way for potentially similar opinions in the future?
I mean, this is another case from this conservative Supreme Court that makes it harder and harder for civil rights plaintiffs to win these types of cases where they're challenging districts on racial grounds. And of course, this comes after a ruling in 2019 where the court also made it impossible to challenge partisan gerrymandering. So now, as long as a state legislature can say, well, we're just doing this on partisan grounds, which the court says can't be challenged, they can basically do whatever they want. And so these rulings have basically empowered legislatures to do whatever they want.
So you have this ruling. Then just last month, the Supreme Court struck down Louisiana's map. This basically would have reduced the number of majority black districts. These seem to be in conflict.
The difference here is that this case today was based on a constitutional claim of racial gerrymandering, based on the idea that race was predominantly used to draw the districts. The Louisiana case, as well as that ruling a year ago, if you remember, in Alabama, which also struck down Republican-drawn districts, those were based on the Voting Rights Act. And that was a surprising ruling, if you remember, where they actually affirmed the use of the Voting Rights Act to bring these kind of vote dilution claims. And for now, those claims are still good law.
You know, it's interesting because Justice Clarence Thomas took a different approach and basically said the court should not be ruling on these redistricting cases. What do you make of that?
Well, if you remember Justice Thomas last year in the affirmative action case where the court struck down affirmative action in college admissions, he's long embraced this idea of a colorblind constitution where he thinks that, you can't bring any constitutional claims based on race, and because that's not in the Constitution and shouldn't be allowed. So this opinion he wrote today, which no one else joined, he's basically embracing that theory as it relates to any kind of racial gerrymandering claims.
It's just fascinating. Dave Wasserman, let me get your take. Politically speaking, what are the implications for Democrats who are trying to win back the House? Did it just get a little bit harder?
Not really, because this ruling wasn't very much of a surprise. This was always going to be very difficult for the plaintiffs to prove that the lines Republicans passed in South Carolina were purely racially motivated, considering how the truth is it's impossible to disentangle race and partisan motivations, considering the correlation between voting patterns and race in the Deep South. But the ruling last summer from the Supreme Court in Alabama was more meaningful for the House and 2024 because it did uphold Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act in a way that led to the creation of a new black majority district in Alabama, led to the creation of one in Louisiana that was struck down by a federal panel, but the Supreme Court put a stay on that ruling, so that additional black majority seat is going to remain in effect this November. That net of 2 for Democrats, who are going to be African-American Democrats most likely, will offset the partisan, or at least partially offset the partisan gerrymander Republicans passed in North Carolina, where they obliterated 3 Democratic seats.
In addition to those states, what other states are you going to be watching for as it relates to this issue of redistricting?
Well, for 2024, this was pretty much it, although the Louisiana case that the Supreme Court could hear in the future will determine just how much race can be relied upon. It's a very narrow band of what legislatures can do with regards to race and redistricting, and the Supreme Court and lower federal courts have sometimes appeared to be in tension or conflict on this issue. But those gains in the Deep South for Democrats and civil rights groups are meaningful and impactful for the battle of the House this fall and potentially beyond.
All right, well, we'll watch it all very closely. Thank you so much for helping us break down this complicated issue. Really appreciate it. Lawrence Hurley, Dave Wasserman, great conversation.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.